ready, hit the favorite on me. When you're ready, please favorite my guests. Please sit back and get comfortable. This is the Living and Loving Show. We're here every Saturday night for the last over 2 years. Whoa, that's not a non-copyright song. Here we go. We're back to this music. Okay, thank you, Emoji J. He is on to do his other things on the app, and then he'll be back to do our outro. I hope you will get comfortable, get a snack, get a beverage, you know, and if you're driving, please be safe. Put me in your ear. Let me be your podcast. Let my guests be your podcast as well. All right, here we go. So, it is December 16th, 2023. This is season 9. This is episode 10. I asked my bouncers to please take care of anyone in the chat that can't be kind, especially to my guests, but also to me, the host. We don't need your energy, and we're not going to make you feel important. Not tonight, and not ever. So we're here to spread living, loving, and positive energy. All right, so we have been featured for 117 weeks. This is our 114th show. Tonight, I have a special thing from my family to yours. So here we go. As you know, I am a mother of 3 phenomenal butterflies. They are my my love, my laugh. They're my everything. Okay. Tonight they recorded something for you. Since I don't let them be on camera, I protect them as I should, as many of you should as well. As we are progressing in this digital age, protect your children. They grow up too fast anyway. But here we go. This is from my family to yours. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Welcome
Let's try
to
it.
the 114th Living and Loving Show with Triple O. Season 9, Episode 10, December 16th, 2023. We wish you a happy holiday season. Thanks for being part of the Good Vibe Tribe. Enjoy the show.
Those are my babies. All right, no tears yet. Okay, here we go. So if you don't know, this is something that I love to do. I love to be here every week with you and to inspire each other on this platform that we stream on, that we virtually connect on daily. Some of us all day, all night, all day. Thank you to the Meet Group for giving me a featured show. Thank you to Plenty of Fish for letting me earn that top badge here on the apps. And thank you to Scout, Zeus, Okay Cupid, Plenty of Fish said that. I don't know. There's a lot of apps. If you don't know, now you know. There's Tumblr. We are just a plethora of amazing social networking apps. I believe in lifting each other up and proceeding with kindness, love, and joy. That was a reach out from my family to yours during the end of 2023, when a lot of us are going through life and hardships and challenges. We are wishing you a lot of love, light, happiness, and joy. And we're really glad you're joining us tonight. Okay, so we do 3 things every week. We do a healthy living tip. We share a loving affirmation. We do a few jokes. And then we have amazing guests who come in to share their story in life and in love. I want you to spam their emojis. I want you to favorite them, follow their social media, and get to know them tonight. They are sharing time and space with us in their journeys. Please be very kind to them. They don't have to be here, but they're doing this to help hopefully connect us further in the streaming dream. So, your healthy living tip of this week is to take care of yourself. I want you to put yourself first and to take care of you. If that means more sleep, more sleep. More exercise, more exercise. More food, eat better food and more food. Less food, less food. More water, do it. Okay, less streaming, do it. More streaming, do it. Do what lights your soul on fire, what inspires you, and what takes care of you. We cannot take care of others if we're not taking care of ourselves. Your healthy living tip of this week as we are closing out 2023 is to please take care of you. Our loving affirmation this week is I am lovable. You are lovable. I am lovable. You are lovable. We are lovable. The less I love myself, the harder it is for others to love me. The more I love myself, the easier it is for others to love me. And for me to recognize that I am loved and how loved I am. Please feel free to screenshot. Thank you for all the gifts in advance. Thank you for being here. Please favorite my guests as they come up and follow their social medias. You are lovable. I am lovable. We are lovable. I will show this again at the end of the show. Feel free to screenshot. If you're interested in the cards that I use for the affirmations of the show, they are the Life Loves You cards by my mentor, Louise Hay, RIP, rest in peace, and Robert Holden. So you can look these up. And Joe, yes, you're lovable. Welcome in 270 folks. I am so glad you're here. Happy Saturday night. Thank you for joining us. Remember, take care of yourself. That is your healthy living tip. Your loving affirmation is you are lovable. Yes, you. And to the jokes. All right. Here we go. All right. What do mooses grow on their face? I forgot my silly hat. Thanks, King. Y'all put on your silly socks, your silly elf hat, your silly bracelet, your silly energy. Just shake it out and be silly with me just for a few moments, okay? All right, here we go. What do meese grow on their faces? Okay, again, the kids help me with these, which we love. This one comes from my baby girl. A moustache. Yes, Lion had it. Okay, a moustache. All right, I didn't say they're good jokes. I just said they're jokes. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna ask when you're ready, Lion, if you could request the guest box, and you will be my first guest of the night. And we will also have Astro King. So get ready to spam some emojis. Lions emoji is that beautiful red circle, or some lions, some Leo energy. And also we have the alien and the king crown for our Astro King. We also have our Astro Queen in the building. So welcome in, everyone. 254 people. I see you. Thank you for being here. All right. Do vampires play tennis? Do vampires play tennis? No, they prefer badminton. Badminton. Bats. You know, okay. Sarah, hi. Welcome in, everybody. Y'all get in the chat. Be active. Tell people when you stream. I love it when you're in here. Not the ... I know, they're not the best jokes, okay? All right. You tried doing 114 shows and come up with great jokes. I'm joking. I love you. Okay. All right. What did the executioner do at Christmas? Oh, good God. I should have read these before the show. Live programming. Hi, how you doing? All right. What did the executioner do at Christmas? Let's just go with holidays. He went sleighing. Like slang. Okay, all right. Jingle, 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 jangle. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're going to have our first guest join us in just a moment. Again, her emoji is the circle, the red circle. She is my Leo sister and dear friend on the app. She inspires me. She keeps me uplifted with a lot of funny reels and encouraging reels on and off the app. Welcome to the Living and Loving Show. I'm your host, Triple L, and it is December 16th. So regardless of whether you celebrate, winter is here almost in the Northern Hemisphere. So my family and yours, we hope that you're living your best life. We hope that you are feeling loved and appreciated as we move through the end of 2023. Okay, are you ready for my first guest? Thank you for the favorite. Thank you for being here, everyone. Winter is coming in more ways than one, right? Here we go. Amazing Lion on Prowl. Get in here in the chat. Let's learn more about this amazing human I call my friend in the stream dream. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Happy Saturday night.
Happy Saturday night, y'all.
You said yes today. You said yes to life. You said yes to this, and I'm grateful. I want to just remind you before we get started, if I ask anything that is uncomfortable or we don't want to talk about it, we don't. Okay? And also whatever you do want to share, we want to learn and listen. So, tell us a little bit about how you came to the apps. How did you get started in the Stream Dream?
Well, it started after having a crazy divorce and not wanting to go publicly dating, but just get out and start talking to people. And the app is a great avenue for building your confidence back up, start talking to people, getting friends, having conversations, and start kind of living again after something that you go through that's not so great.
Absolutely agreed. Many of us join these apps, not necessarily always looking for love, but looking for friendship, companionship, and connection. So what is your favorite part about being in the apps and part of the Stream Dream? What do you love the most?
I think it's like you know, I can talk to somebody in England, and in the next minute I can talk to somebody in Australia. The connections that we can have on here, friendships or relationships, um, basically is this wonderful communication, this large fabric of communication. No matter where you're at and what place, I can get on this app at any time of the day if I'm not feeling well, or maybe I just want to just go to one of the shows and just have some fun and just kind of escape for a minute. So there's so many options with this app, and so many connections that you can build. And you can have a connection with somebody that you really love to have with sports, or maybe you have a musical, like I have a musical friend, Soulful Six. And I talk to her all the time. She's one of my best buds. You know that. There have been more connections I'm able to build at my age, and later in life, that I actually feel that's more meaningful, even if they're short connections. They're beneficial to being able to understand about ourselves and each other. And the great thing is, like, you can feel comfort. You don't always have to be alone. So that's been a great benefit for me, and also finding love on the app.
I know. I can't wait to talk about that. Of course, again, share what you want to share. And my folks in here that are helping the moderation of our stream, just definitely, we exit people out. We love to stretch our soccer legs over here. So if you feel like it's right, and just do it. Thank you so much for being here. This is Lion on Prowl, on the Prowl, or on Prowl. I had to change it. I had on the Prowl and I had to edit it. I love it. So tell us a little bit. So you told us how you got to the app. You've mentioned to us about what keeps you here and keeps you coming back. The connections, the laughter, the music, the sports talk, just the variety, right? Like you said, 24/7.
The
You can
variety.
tap in. Tell me about before you became a streamer. Like, give us a little bit of you, because you have you have such, that's the thing, you have amazing you before you became a Plenty of Fish user, a Meet Me, app person, right? So tell us a little bit about you before you got here, if you would, because I find that I love it. I love you beyond just what you have now on the app. Does that make sense? I don't know.
You know, it's not easy when there's so many things that you can go through. Like I was on Plenty of Fish about 6 years ago. So Plenty of Fish has totally changed from 6 years ago to now. And we have a streaming app that, in case you can't find what you want in your own city, you go clear across the world with it.
Right.
And you're able to, you're just able to find all kinds of people to talk to. Connection, however, as anyone knows, that's a whole different ballgame.
Agreed. Yeah, you're right. And I love that. I mean, I love that we can expand our reach, you know, to get to know different people all over the world. Is it a good time to kind of talk about the newer love that has blossomed into your world and share what you want to share?
Right. I met her on the app, and it was complete. It was complete by accident, in a sense. It was actually over a joke, and it blossomed into something that in all honesty, I didn't think I would be able to feel that strong for someone like I had. It's been extremely long time. My marriage wasn't even as strong as this connection that I found. So if that tells you anything, yeah. So it's very possible.
It gives hope to people like me.
Look, it's very possible to find somebody, and it, like for mine, was pure accident. It was I had been in that person's stream because I was a gifter for a long time, and that person actually started talking to me on the side, and we hit it off immediately. It was like a ton of bricks hit me. and you know something, when you feel that beautiful gut feeling and the butterflies for someone, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Life is short. Go get it. Go get it. Now, have I had my troubles in confusion and going, you know, I shouldn't fall in love this easy or that? Yes. Fighting myself has been the hardest thing, because it's scary. You're getting older and you already went through something traumatic like a divorce, and then you fall in love with somebody you don't expect to fall in love with, and it happens. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can be in the worst situation and it happens. So that happened to me.
I believe things happen for a reason. You know, I think, like you're saying, sometimes when we're not even looking, it happens, and that's honestly probably one of the best ways because it's real. You know, you're right. It's been such an evolution of the apps over the last 6 years, and especially like the last 4, right? It's just this wild virtual world that we are all just in now, right? From daily motivations to dating to shows to everything. So how long have y'all been an item, and what are you looking forward to in this connection that you found?
So this connection, in all honesty, the connection has been really rough because not only is it's really hard to let yourself relax and trust and do all the things you're supposed to do when you're in love, because you end up fighting yourself. And it's just been a few months, going on 3, but the connection doesn't go away. I have broken up with her and separated myself, and I still have the deep feelings and it's unexplainable. But for everybody that's out here, the opportunity is always there to fall in love. And it, like I said, it wasn't something that I expected. It wasn't something that was pushed. It just happened. And for myself, for you, and anyone else, don't give it up. Don't give it up, and keep working at it, even if it's long distance. If it's real love, and like I said, I've broken it off with her, not one or two times, several times, because it's just too scary sometimes. And it's a lot of truth you have to talk about with yourself and with that person. It's a lot of responsibility.
Absolutely. And I think, I mean, I heard you say love after loss of a marriage. I mean, it's a loss. It's grieving a whole, like a death of a whole third party, right? It's you and them and a marriage. And then to have to go through that can be very, very hard. Can take years to heal from something that deep. And so, one, I'm very proud of you for not giving up on love and for saying yes. And also for knowing when you need to maybe take a step back. Like I definitely heard you say, I don't want to rush it. I want it to be right and feel right. And the deep connection is there. So, I think, they met here on the platform. Love is real. If you're just joining us, y'all, this is the Living and Loving Show. I'm your host, Triple L. This is Lion on Prowl. And please hit her favorite. Please follow social media. And she is sharing with us her journey in streaming and also in love. So what are you looking forward to as you cultivate and grow this new relationship? What is something you're looking forward to?
So there's always hurdles, and even hurdles you don't even think about. So preparation is I think I want to say mental preparation and physical preparation too, because I plan to do further more with this because of how deeply I feel. But even with a deep connection with someone, you have to consider a whole different other side of the story.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to commence when you're gung-ho, when you want to do this way and the other person may not. So it's just an extreme amount of communication. And sometimes I'm not that very talkative. I'm more quiet when it comes to myself, and I observe. I'm an observer. So it's really hard to want to talk about what happened with my marriage. It's really hard to talk about things that hurt me, because no one wants to give someone else, their pain or inexperience. We don't want to put Debbie Downer on a new relationship. You want to move forward. I want to move forward. I don't want to focus on what had happened in my past. I want to focus on something new, to have a newer opportunity to actually truly love somebody. And that's for me. That's the whole thing.
I love that. I appreciate that. I think, I think that gives your new relationship a better chance if we're not bringing all the extra luggage, right? The stuff that got us where we were at that point. Also, though, I can definitely understand where, your person is trying to also get to know you. Yeah. And wants to know what worked, what didn't work, and that vulnerability, right? That area of how much do we share, and how much, yeah. And that's tough. Woo. That's real life tough, conversations that matter. I mean, but they're not easy.
No.
And sometimes it's easier to say, I'm good. Like, I'm just gonna be I'm gonna go back to my lion's den.
Or you just go, you know what? I'm going to call you later. I'm going to call you later. I need to go fix dinner. You want to make an excuse because you're in a hot pocket.
Yeah.
Who wants to be in a hot pocket?
I can relate. Trust me. I having been through a lot of what you shared, you know, I can relate very much. You know, 3 months is a real, it's still honeymoon time, right? It's still new and fresh and fun for the most part. I'm sure there's more ups right now than any kind of downs, I hope. But I also know you, you're in it to win it. You're in it to make it last. So you're not gonna like skirt around something that's important to you because you want this to work. So
However, I have done things, and I will publicly admit this because I want somebody to maybe learn from me. I have a habit of stop talking. I stop talking to that person, and I'm not really I kind of shut down because it's you know, I'm wanting to know that person the way I am. I don't I don't want to focus on, and that person wants to know a lot about, you know, the past and what happened, and I honestly don't want to talk about it because it's like I've changed, and what you see now in a lot of ways is better of me, but I still have some bad habits. And people need to understand we are all human. We're human, and when something bothers us, we tend to clam up, and we don't want to talk about what always hurts us. And it's the hardest thing to tell somebody new that you're with that someone hurt me. And it's a vulnerability nobody wants to talk about. However, have I been the best partner for um, supporting my partner and what she wants to know about that? No, I have not. I want to clam up and not talk about it. So, to people out there, the best advice I could give is do your best to tell what happened to you, because if the other person's asking for that, you should probably give it to them. And I'm trying. It's not easy for me.
I appreciate you. And get in there, y'all. Make sure you're hitting the favorite on my lion, okay? And following social media and networking. Um, I hear you, and I am proud of you again for saying yes to love. I'm also proud of you for holding your boundaries, right? Because you should, and you we do have to honor ourselves. We do. And if you're not quite ready, that's okay. It's okay to say I'm not ready to share all this yet. Give me some time, right? Definitely important, because the last thing that you would want, right, is for you to share because you're pressed to share and then it goes in the wrong direction. And
Yeah.
just helping your person understand that. But it's hard. Again, like easy for me to sit here and say it, but when we're in the moment and it's harder. But it's very mature. I mean, you're protecting her, but you're protecting you right now, and I think that's important, you know? And so honoring yourself and the relationship and your person is very multidimensional. Takes a lot of energy, you know, to grow a healthy relationship. So,
Past does matter, but I think over time and talking, because what happened to me in many levels changed my life completely. It didn't it didn't it altered me. That divorce altered me. Some of the things came out better than I was before. Some things are hit hard, and I'm not perfect, and I tend to clam up and not talk, and I'm working on trying to talk, and it is not easy. I don't want to talk about something that was devastating at a point. It's not easy.
and I again, I'm proud of you. And we can go into after show too if you want, and we can talk more about it because I have a lot more to say about it. I have tips and tricks that might help, but also I want you to just honor your space. You know, it's still fresh. The wound is fresh.
Yeah.
You know, anyone who, so I'll say this, and then I'm gonna invite in my next guest. But Lion, I love you, and I'm so
love
proud
you
of you.
too.
Hi, Eddie. Thank you for the gift. Everybody, welcome in the Living and Loving Show. I'm Triple L. I'm your host. This is my first guest interview of the night. Lion on Prowl, and we have our next guest, Astro King, coming in next to talk about life and love in the streaming world, in our virtual world that we share here together. It takes, so for every year we're with someone, it takes at least 3 months to heal. So I don't know how long you were with your person in the marriage, but just a lot, and I don't know how long it's been, and just consider that, because it takes a long, it's a process. It's grieving. It's the feelings come up and they go, and then we feel better, but then it comes back, and and the more intertwined our life was in our marriage, and the longer we were together, the harder it is to really truly separate and then heal.
Yeah.
And it's important to heal. And I'm glad you said yes to love. I remember the day after, or the night of, when we were on
Yes,
IG,
I
and
know too.
I was so happy for you, and I want you to stay with that, because it's something, it's special, and it's going to take work. Anything worth having is going to take work, right? And effort.
It is.
So,
Thank you so much for having me on your show. And I hope that anyone out there, you know what, maybe they can understand where I'm coming from and just go, okay, I'm human. I just do the best that you can.
absolutely. I hope you'll be here for a little bit and
Well,
hang out afterwards, and we'll just box party chat and have our Saturday night, and we'll heal each other in here. We're a big old, good vibe tribe. You guys know how we do. Thank you, Lion. I'll let you have yourself, exit, so I don't end my whole stream. I'm good at that. Thank you. Lion on Prowl, y'all. Yes, we need to keep healing. Life is a journey. It is not a destination. As long as we are alive, breathing, and have life to share, it's going to take time, energy, talent, courage, strength, and it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be ready to share every dark detail of your past relationship. That's natural. That is protecting you. So don't give up on love, but also, set healthy boundaries, and remember that it is your journey. This is your movie. This is your story. And as long as it's healthy for you and the other person, go for it. Okay. Create that magic. Set those guidelines for your relationship. You're literally creating a third entity when you create a relationship, or more if y'all are polygamous, whatever. All right. Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday night. I want to welcome in my next guest. Thank you so much, Lion, for your interview tonight. This is the Living and Loving Show. I'm your host, Triple L. Live well, love more, laugh always. We're here every Saturday. This is our 114th show. My next guest tonight is fast approaching, I think, the 20 milli mark. Okay. He is kind of back on the scene of the Meet Me streets. And so welcome him in. Spam those alien emojis in that crown. He is Astro King. His Astro Queen is in the building. Spam those emojis, and let's talk some life and love with Triple L.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, great.
Cousin Mary.
Happy
JJ.
Saturday night.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being patient. I appreciate you. So, yes, spam the emojis. Look at the alien. I love it. Alien on the right finger too.
Yeah, something like that.
That's one of my favorite fingers. Okay. So welcome in. I just, as I mentioned earlier, as we were chatting, whatever I ask, if it's uncomfortable, we don't want to talk about it, we don't. Thank you for being here and sharing time and space with us tonight. And I think, you have so much to share. And so don't worry about time. We'll go with, we'll do this. We've got time. But let's start kind of, taking it back. How did you become a streamer? and a bit about your streamer journey. And
So
then,
I wrecked my truck in April 2 years ago, and I couldn't leave the house. So I was kind of like stuck in the house. I I had to basically come up with something to do. I was going out every night to bars and stuff, and I like to talk to people. So I typed in video chatting apps on Google, and the first three that came up were Omegle, and then Chat Roulette, and then Meet Me. And I was like, well, the first two, I remember when I was younger, those weren't really the best. I'm good on that. So I downloaded Meet Me, and my first 5 minutes on the app, actually, it's funny because Culinary's in here and he knows the person I'm about to mention. Her name was Lady Fox. And I was in her stream in the chat and somebody said something. And I remember I said something that was like, I wouldn't say it again. It probably wasn't the most appropriate, but it was funny. And basically she laughed, but my account was so new, she didn't even think I was real. Well, I came on here to talk to people, so I had already requested the guest thing. Like it showed me if you want to join, jump in and do this. So I went in there to talk, and then I was in the box for like an hour and a half. And then I met another individual, and after about a week of just hanging out in her streams in the box, she basically told me I should go live. I'd be good at it. So that's what I started to do. Unfortunately, when I did that, we kind of spoke a little bit about this today. I lost my daughter 4.5 years ago, like tragically. My ex, she was yeah, she was a piece of work. Basically, I fell into drug use, and I was drinking really heavy for about 2 years, honestly, before I ever even started streaming. Um, Everything started happening so fast on here. I hit 16 million diamonds and had 5,000 favorites in like 8 months, 7 months, so it was like very quick. And also I was doing those negative things at the same time. I almost felt like they were like working two and two together. It was almost like a crutch. And then, I met my girlfriend Callie on here, and honestly, she made me almost have a purpose, I guess, in living again. I know it sounds crazy, but my ex, she left pregnant and didn't speak to me for 6 months. And I got a photo one day, and she basically used a coat hanger and some drugs. And yeah, she sent me a photo of my daughter in a toilet. And I just fell into, I didn't see a purpose in living after that for a long time. Um, I'd probably burn a lot of friendships and relationships, stuff like that. Then one day I woke up, it was about the middle of March. This is actually when I decided to delete the app and delete everything on Instagram and all of that. Everything. I deleted all social, everyone's numbers, stuff like that. It's probably the middle of March, and I was laying in bed, and I was like, I need to go, do a line of this to get up and take a shower. And I was like, you know what? Halfway to the nightstand, I'm like, if this is how I gotta wake up, I'm gonna be dead soon. And also this girl, she's starting to like me a lot. If I do that and just die on her, that's extremely selfish. So for 2 days I sat in my room. um it was the worst part about what I was doing was I was so dehydrated. Like my muscles, they were like this, but not flexing. They were muscle spazzing through my whole body. And then on day 3, I was extremely hungry, and I made 2 pounds of spaghetti. And I mean, I came out here in the living room and I ate it all. There wasn't a noodle left over. Um, my journey onto the app and probably leaving it and coming back's been pretty wild, I would say.
well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing so much what you just shared. Any one of those things are hard.
Yeah, it gets easier as you talk about it. I kind of spoke with you today a little bit. If it helps somebody else going through something, maybe with something traumatic, or they don't see a way out or a reason to put down that drug, man, I can tell you right now, it's not good for you. It's the devil. It's gonna. You don't even realize how bad it's got you until you get out of that situation. You're so disconnected with reality. And then once you get away from it, it's funny because I actually came back on the app, and I went around to streams where I thought people that I was friends with, they were doing the same things that I was doing. And I seen the worst version of myself when I seen that person. So, like the first day I decided to re-download it, I went around, I ended up blocking a lot of people. That's what I try to get away from. That's what I found myself doing when I had probably the most traumatic thing I'll experience in my life. Second to when my cat passes away, maybe. This man,
I
when
see
you,
your beautiful cat behind you.
yeah, I've got,
Little
well, that's,
star.
yeah, there's one there, that's Yugi, and
Hi.
then
Oh,
Kaiba's on Cali now, and then Lily's on the ground, and Bakura is somewhere else. We have four of them. We
oh
just,
my gosh, I love
yeah,
it.
we
I
just we
have a
just
cat
saved.
too, but that's
Oh yeah,
amazing. Yes,
what's the cat's name?
Moon.
Oh, that's
She's
cool.
a all black, just a little bit of white right here, but she's a all black. She's new moon, basically. She's a new moon cat.
Yeah,
But we love our cats. Oh,
yes, love
and
cats.
they're right there, unconditional love. You know, that can change your whole mood, just getting a little love from your furry friends,
Yeah, you'd be
right?
surprised. Yugi saved me a few times during those couple years where I was down bad. That I was just explaining, like, my cat. There was one time where I had something on my lap, trying to think about doing something really bad, and my cat jumped and laid on my lap, and that's all it took. You know, that boy sleeps on my head every night when I go to bed, or he sleeps now in between me and my girlfriend because she's like really close to our daughter being born, and he's been like super super cuddly with her recently.
So we have to talk about that.
Yes, man.
So, with all the things that you went through, if you're just joining us, 780 folks, welcome in. It's Saturday night here on the East Coast. This is the Living and Loving Show. I'm your host, Triple L. This is amazing Astro King. We have Astro Queen in the building. We have Astro Little Baby Girl in the building. We have four feline, well, five if you count my cat, and a lot of great energy in here. This is the Good Vibe Tribe on Plenty of Fish. And thank you for joining us. Please tap the favorite on Astro. He's back to streaming. So you need to
Baby,
network
can you
and get
get
in
this from
there and have
Sharika?
some good energy. He's getting close to 20 milli, right? I think you're close to hitting that.
I
Or
just hit 18 last week when I came back. Actually, big shout out to Truly. That's my guy.
oh,
Much love to
truly,
Truly. I seen he was live and I went into his stream and he said he was about to get off, but if I was on stream, he was gonna come by and talk with me a little bit. Kind of told him what I just told you, getting sober, why I deleted the app. And then out of nowhere, it's just two top streamer jets. I was like, bro, you don't have to do that. So, I actually met him in a random battle one night. And it was like, I think I had like 50,000 diamonds. It was probably in my second or third week. And in the chat, they kept talking about Truly this, Truly that. And I was like, bro, who's Truly? Because like his name wasn't that. He had somebody else's name in it. And he's like, guys, should I skip him? And this is like after we had been talking, like just, normally talking. And I think he respected me for that because I wasn't like, oh my God, you have so many diamonds, wins, all this, that. Nah, it was just a casual conversation. I think we talked about football and some basketball, stuff like that.
he is, he's come a long way. The evolution of a streamer is wild, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I've, seen him from the beginning till now, and yes,
His
absolutely.
energy, man, his
Top
energy
edge,
is
truly. He
unmatched.
definitely comes with a lot of energy.
Yeah,
And
yeah, absolutely.
everybody, look, I don't know. We can't win everybody over, but yes, truly is a great one for sure.
Yeah,
And that's sweet of him to share the love.
yeah, absolutely. Nothing but high regards and respect for that man. 100%.
Absolutely. So you're sober, you're
Yes,
back
ma'am.
on the app,
Yes, ma'am.
you're busy working. Like today, you were out and about and doing all the work things.
Yep.
You're
Working,
growing
cooking
a
up a seat.
family.
Yep.
So tell us about all these new amazing things that are happening now that you finally decided no more of this. I'm going to recreate my journey, and tell us about all these great things that are here for you now.
Honestly, like I said, it started really when I felt like I had a purpose again with the woman that I'm with now. And, like after that, so my daughter's name was going to be Octavia. That's the one that my ex did what she did. My daughter that we're about to have is going to be my first child that's born. Her name is Acacia. So we decided to not give her a middle name. I felt like it was just very like original and kind of like unique to where it doesn't need a middle name. So we're just going with Acacia for that. working wise, it's been touch and go because my dad just bought a home and he's the owner of the company. So whenever he's kind of been slacking a little bit on work to get moved in, but I don't blame him. He's getting a little bit older. I do general contracting. So basically, I got him. I got him. I got him. I do general contracting. So basically, total home remodel, kitchen, bathrooms, all of that, flooring, anything really. Let's see. I got 4 cats. My life is honestly like I don't understand how I'm so relaxed. I really don't. I just thought about everything you were saying as you were saying it. I was like, man, I have a really hectic life right now.
You look, you're embarking on one of the best blessings in the world. And I think, having been through what you've been through, she's going to be a double blessing to you.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to cry, but I might
No, don't do
cry.
that. Don't do
But,
that because I'll start crying.
I'm
Don't
proud
do
of
it.
you.
Don't do it.
I'm
Don't do it.
excited for you. Your little one is coming soon, and you will create a beautiful world with your queen and your new little one. I love her name. And children will challenge you. Let me say this, okay? I got triple. They're gonna challenge you, but they are also just such a joy. And to really be able to have that experience now after a loss that you had to endure, not by your choice, which is
Right.
like, even
Yeah.
harder than if it was a choice, just my prayers go out to you and your family. And I can't wait to see what 2024 brings for you all. And I want you to please stay connected
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
send me, I know you might not want to put baby girl all the way out there in the world, and I get that, but just send me a
I ain't
little
nobody
foot
gonna
picture or
nobody's
something.
gonna mess with her. I can promise you. With what we just
Um,
talked about,
like a little
I'll
baby
make sure of
feet,
that.
little foot things, little sockies.
I
I
wanted to
would.
say something, maybe this might be what some people need to hear after this, and then I know I'm running out of time. I've always said in my stream from day 2, honestly, people a lot of times they think I'm Dr. Phil. I'm very good at talking with people and understanding them empathetically. I've always said that trauma is a learning lesson. A lot of people think it's pain and this and that, but really we learn from trauma. That you always that's something you learn from. A scar, like a scar is like the loss that I shared. Like I'll always have it. It gets prettier over time, but scars are completely different. And I feel like the use of the word trauma gets thrown around and misused in the wrong way because people don't truly understand it. It's not meant to cause you pain and harm. It's meant to teach you a lesson. You'll never know why somebody does something to you. You can always ask yourself how you allowed it to happen and how you can prevent it next time, or how you didn't see it from happening. It's a learning lesson. It's wisdom.
I love that perspective, um, because, you know, I can feel that you are connected, on a deeper level just through our connection today, even just offline.
Right.
You have gifts to give this world, your energy, your wisdom, your strength, your courage, your love for your furry friends, your love
That's
for
Yugi.
your
That's
queen and
Yugi.
your new daughter on the way. Uma, I love you. Top badge Uma in the building. Everybody, please hit the favorite on Astro King. He is back to streaming. Um, he has his queen here. They're expecting a little one soon. We are so happy for you. And let us know how we can support you. And when will you be streaming again? I know you're busy, but tell us kind of when you do tend to go live so we can look out for you and make sure we hit that favorite and
Well,
follow
I'm
you.
definitely gonna go live again after this because this right now is kind of like a second job for me. That way I can bring in some extra income to buy diapers and stuff because I know they're not cheap. So when I get off work, it's funny. We were talking about how hectic my life is. I get off work and then I take a shower and then I put some gel in my hair and literally sit down and go streaming. Like There's me and Callie, we still have our time, you know, we hang out before bed for like an hour or two, maybe watch some TV and stuff. But, you know, I'm in like full just work grind mode. Every day I'm gonna be streaming when I don't work. You know, Sunday I'm off, typically Saturdays too, but today there was a chance, an opportunity to make $700 for the business in 4 or 5 hours. Might as well go do it.
Absolutely. Agreed.
So, you know, it's just really tick and tack. Some days I'm off through the week. You know, like I said, with my father moving and everything right now, it's not Monday to Friday. It might be like Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. So I'm typically live in the evening times. And I definitely don't stream like I used to late into the night. I'm usually asleep in bed probably by like 11. I'm getting old, man. 27 feels like 50.
No, and that's smart. You're getting the rest you need. You're taking great care of yourself, and you are in full Papa mode. You're getting ready, you know,
Yeah.
to bring that bundle of
Daddy
joy.
Astro.
There you
Daddy
go.
Astro. I actually have a deal with my
Name change
girlfriend.
loading.
I told Callie, and I'll head out after this one. I told Callie, if I hit 19 million before our daughter's birth, I'll change my name to Daddy Astro for a month. So that's we
Let's
do have we do have a stream goal, but you know, even I feel like it's gonna end up being my name either way. Whatever she says goes. So that's how it is.
I love it.
Well, thank you for having me.
Congratulations. Thank you for being here. I am grateful for you and your time and your energy. And everybody, let's go by his stream tonight. He'll be on in just a few minutes. Thank you
This
again.
is Bakura.
Ashley.
There's Bakura. This is the new one. So this one was he was actually abused. He's got a cigarette burn mark on the back of his ear. So we got them from the shelter recently. But let me go. I don't want to hold you up. Thank you for having me.
I love you, and I love your cats. I gotta come through your stream and hang out. I'll bring my cat and hop in the box so you can see.
We can just have a cat staring party. We'll just let them look at each other. I'll see you, Triple L. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye for now. All right, let's welcome in Emoji J. Thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you, Emoji J. Thank you all for being here.